Only 1 in 3 fourth graders answered this question correctly on the most recent National Math Standardized Test. Keep watching to make sure your child can answer this question even as a second or third grader. First question was 1/3 and 2/3. Greater than, less than, or equal to 1/2. Well, here we have visual fraction bars, and I can see that 1/3 is less than 1/2 and 2/3 is greater than 1/2. What your child should be able to do, and when they come to my TikTok live tomorrow night at 5 p.m., we'll be able to talk about how to teach your kid this. They should be able to see that 2/3 is equal to 4/6, 1/3 is 2/6, and 1/2 is equal to 3/6. So this should all be visible in their heads, not just numerical. The next two fractions were 2/6 and 4/6. We just talked about 2/6 and 4/6. They're equivalent to 1/3 and 2/3. So the same idea. 2/6 is less than 1/2. 4/6 is greater than 1/2. 2/3 of fourth graders got this one wrong. The last two fractions they asked about were 2/8 and 4/8. Well, here's 2/8, less than 1/2, and then 4/8 is twice as many, and 4/8 is equivalent to 1/2. And we have talked about this pattern. If 1 is half of 2, 4 is half of 8, numerically it makes sense, but visually it also makes sense. These are the final results, but interestingly enough, on the test, they didn't mention the fact that it was one whole unit given the same unit. So honestly, the kid could have argued that 1/3 could be more than 1/2 if 1/3 of a bigger something than the half of a smaller something, which is a whole good conversation to have with your kids, which again we'll talk about on my TikTok live tomorrow, November 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern. So please join me so we can talk about fractions and make sure that your child has a strong start, because we can be doing this at 3, 4, 5 years old and kids will love you for it. Bye.